Hi, I'm Jeff Tobe, speaker and author and relationship guru. You know, for some reason, the word guru has gained a bad reputation in Western society. It sounds very self-centered, doesn't it? Look it up, though. It simply means teacher, and that's my life's mission, to teach. That's why I created the online video course, How to Fix a Broken Relationship, filled with teachable moments, tips, and exercises you can share with your partner. Look, you've come here for a reason, and while I can't imagine what you've gone through in your relationship, I do know that if you think it's worth working on, you should do all you can. Wouldn't you agree? I've made these short videos to focus on some of the points I stress in how to fix a broken relationship. Today, I want to zoom in on one of my modules, Think Like a Therapist. Maybe you're in a relationship trough, arguments and hassle or disconnection and silent parallel lives. Or maybe it's less major. Your husband leaves his socks on the floor and it drives you nuts. Or your wife doesn't help you get the kids to bed. Big or small, you have a few options. You could try and sort this out on your own. You've probably already done that. Do nothing and see if it somehow gets better. Probably not. And you can take the plunge and go see a professional, a couple therapist. A decidedly better, if somewhat scary and pricey idea. The therapist has a leg up over the other options in a few ways. One is perspective. He or she is looking at your relationship from the outside rather than in the emotionally stuck middle that you're undoubtedly in. Not only does this make it easier for him or her to be a voice of reason and reality, but they can also see the greater gestalt that up close you can't. But the other big advantage is that he or she probably thinks about relationships, problems, and solutions a bit differently than you might. And that may be your fourth option. Try thinking like them. While there are different styles and orientations to therapy, here are a few general tips for thinking like a relationship therapist. The rule here is that process always trumps content. When emotions heat up, the problem in the room is the emotions, not whatever you're arguing about. Adult here means being responsible with your emotions, using them as information rather than spraying them around the room. It's about being responsible in action, not harming others or misbehaving. It's about being responsible for your problems. That is, you ultimately need to deal with them rather than expecting others to do it for you. It's realizing that it isn't always about you. It's not taking everything so personally. It's understanding that the other person may be struggling inside in his or her own way. It's about being reasonable. It is, well, acting like an adult. When you're struggling in a relationship, it's easy for your mind to automatically scan through the past, collecting further evidence of injustices and mistreatment. It may give you fuel for futile arguments, but will do nothing to solve the problem and will only further drag you down. Many of us falsely believe that we need to feel like it to do it, which means if we don't feel like it, we won't or can't. But if you keep doing the same thing, you will keep feeling the same way. Don't wait for your feelings to change. Do something, and then your feelings will eventually catch up. So that's only 4 of 11 ways to think like a therapist that you will find in my online video course, How to Fix a Broken Relationship. Of course, we go into much more depth in each, but I hope this has been helpful to start you to get to look at your relationship from an outside perspective. You know, somebody once said, life is like a camera. Just focus on what's important and make sure to capture the good times, develop from the negatives, and if things aren't working out, take another shot. It's probably time for you to take one more shot. Join me at www.relationshipguru.net for more information and how to take another shot.